Hello everyone, welcome to the video tutorial series of the web development. I am your instructor Varsha Tak. Let's start our today's lecture. So in this video we will learn about the different example of the JavaScript. So let's start with the first example. First example is what? Design HTML form which includes two fields, username and password. Write the JavaScript code to show and hide the password. Okay, so we have to define one form in which we have to define the ID, username and password, and we have to define one checkbox. So whenever user will click on the checkbox, the password will be appear, otherwise the password will not appear. So let's see. So here you can see user in the form we have defined the username and password, and for defining the text element we have used the input tag that all of you know aware about the how to define the text box and how to define the button, etc. So for that we have to use the input tag in which we have to define that type text and name is equal to user. Type text, that is compulsory, name user is not compulsory right now because we are not doing backend coding, that's why. Okay, so here password again define type password, so it will create one password text box. And after that I have defined the show password, that is one checkbox. So whenever we will click on the checkbox, it will show the password, otherwise it will display the password in the non-readable form. So here you can say again we have used the event handling. Okay, so on change, that means on change of that checkbox, so this function will be called. Okay, so on change we have called the show hide this. So here you can see the show hide function is called. We have passed the checkbox itself, so whatever the value of the checkbox, that will be passed over here in the function. And here you can see we have declared variable password is equal to document.getElement by id. Okay, and here you can see we have given the name, that is pass. Here you can see the id, that is pass, is given. So that id we are using over here. So pass if checkbox dot checked. So that is what? The password dot set attribute type text. If it is checked, then its type is what? Text. And if it is not checked, its type is what? The password. Okay, so like this way you can display the password in readable form or in non-readable form. Okay, so this is the practical about the changing the type of the password. Then next practical is what? Write a JavaScript to know the numbers of elements in the form. Okay, so how many numbers of elements are there in the form, so that we have to count. So for that you have to use this method, that is document.form.element.length. Okay, so this method you have to use to find out the total number of element in this. Okay, so here you can see the total number of elements are 3 input tags are there, so that element will be counted by the this method. Okay, so here you have to create one function count element. This function we have called on the click event of this button. So when the button will click, it will count the element, it will call the count element function. So here we have declared one variable in which we have stored the value of this output of this method. So document.form1.elements.length. Document, that means it will consider the entire document that you have in which you have form. So name of the form is form1, so that's why we have defined form1. And then elements, so whatever the elements are there in the form, that will be count by this elements.length. Okay, and we are displaying in the alert box, so number of elements in this documents are plus n. Okay, so whatever the counted variable is there, that will be assigned to this and it will display that number of element is 4, 3, 5, etc. Got it? Now let's see the practical first, these two practical. So here the first practical is about this checkbox, whether your password will be visible or not visible. So here the same code that we have seen in the slide, that is same code is written over here. This is the function, that is show hide name is given to it. We are passing the value checkbox itself. Okay, so here you can see that in this we have given the name to that, this is checkbox. So here let's start. Okay, so see over here, in this username I am typing anything, and in the password I am typing like this. So it is now not visible, but if you want to show it, so you have to click on this. So this password will be visible to you. If you will unclick it, then again it will be disabled. Okay, so again it will be invisible to you. So like this way you can change the password. So here you can see there's a FAME function. We have passed the checkbox itself, and password is equal to what? Document.getElement by ID password. So here you can see this ID pass is given to this password field, so that we can access the value of that. Okay, then password.set attribute, we are changing the type attribute, so it will change the type according to that. Now next practical is about the counting the number of elements. So how many numbers of elements are there in the in this document? That will be counted by this, that is document.form1.elements.length. Okay, so like this way it will be counted by this length. So let's see about let's see the practical regarding this. Let's see the output of this. Here you can see how many elements are there. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Okay, so output will be 4. Total 4 elements are there in your form, so that will be displayed in a alert box. So let's see the output of this. So here you can see whenever I will click on this button, get the numbers of elements, so it will give the count is equal to 4, because we have total 4 elements, 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's why. So if you will increase the numbers of text, input text, then it will increase the count. Okay, so like this way you can define how many elements are there in the form. Okay, now let's see the third practical. Write a JavaScript that handles the following events. Which events gives the key code for the key pressed? The script should be message that vowel is pressed if the vowel key are pressed, and the background color should be changed to red after releasing the pressed key. Okay, so this thing should be happen whenever we are doing the practical. So let's see the code for this. So here you can see here we have defined the input type text, that is we have defined one text box in which we have called this key press event. On the key press event we are calling the function that is key code and vowel. Okay, so we are calling this function over here. Then next is button, that is just to change the color of the form. So click for the color demo. So on mouse down, whenever you will mouse down on this button, so at that time it will change the color to blue, and when you mouse up it will change to color green. And then input type button, that value color change, in this we are calling the function change color. So in this, whenever you will click on this button, it will change the color to the yellow. Now next for the, let's see about this function key code and vowel. So here in this functions you can see over here where we have declared one variable character is equal to string dot from character code. Okay, so dot, that is what, e dot key code. Okay, so here what will happen, the value will be passed. Okay, so string from character code, so it will what, display the alert you pressed which character. So CHR, so here it will define e dot key code, that means what we are passing the event. So whenever you are clicking on the key, so that value will be passed over here, and it will display that you pressed which character. Okay, then after that what we are doing, we are checking whether it is vowel or not. Okay, so whatever the character you will pressed, it will display that you pressed this character, but as well as it will display if you will pressed capital A, capital E, capital I, capital O, capital U. So it will pressed what, alert character plus character is vowel. So character capital A is vowel, that message will be displayed to you. Okay, so let's see this practical first. So now here you can see this is the practical about this character that we have learned. So let's see here, this is the same function, change color we are calling on the button. Again this is the key, code and vowel. We are calling this function when you are pressing the key in the text box, and this is again the function that that is a chair for changing the color. So again it will change its color to this that is defined in this button. So let's see the output of this. Okay, so here you can see, first I am pressing the small e, so it will display that you pressed E. Okay, now here you can see the color is also changed. Got it? Now again I am pressing the capital E, so it is displaying that you press capital E, and character E is vowel, because we have given the condition A, E, I, O, U, that's why. Got it? So this is about this text box. Now here you can see we have two button also. Click for the color demo. So whenever I am clicking and whenever I am holding the mouse, it will display the color in blue. But when I just release the mouse, it will display the color in green. Got it? So this is mouse down and mouse up event. And here color change. I am clicking on this, it will change the color to the yellow. Now next practical is about heading. Whenever you will just hover the mouse on the heading, so what will happen? When the mouse is over in heading, it should be yellow, and when the mouse goes out of heading, its color should be black. Okay, so just you have to handle this two event, that is on mouse over and on mouse out. On mouse over, that means here you can see my mouse is right now on the this style, so that means I am hovering the mouse on this dot style. Now I am leaving the mouse, so that means I have done the mouse out. Okay, so like this way you have to handle this event. So this dot style dot color is equal to yellow whenever I am hovering the mouse on the H1 heading 1, and whenever I am doing the mouse out, so at that time the color should be black. Okay, this is the fourth one practical. Now let's see the fifth one practical also, then we will see the in practical. Write a program to display the today's date. Okay, so to get the today's date, the get date month method returns the weekend as number between 0 and 6. So Sunday is equal to 0, Monday is equal to 1, Tuesday is equal to 2. So whenever you are using this function get day, it will return it in number. So what you have to do, you have to convert it in the name of the day. So here you can see, here we are first document.getElementById demo.innerHTML, that means we are displaying this value in this P element. So that's why we have written this method, and again it is a DOM manipulation method. Okay, and here we have used the switch case, so in which we are accessing, that is new date dot get day. So what will happen? It will return the number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now suppose today is Saturday, so for Saturday what it will return? For Saturday it will return 6. Okay, so here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So that means it is the number of the day. 0 that means Sunday, 1 that means Monday, likewise. Got it? So like this way it will display the output, that is Saturday, if today is Saturday. So let's see this two practical. Suppose I have executed when I have done this PPT, so at that time today is Sunday. So here it is showing that today is Sunday. Now let's see the output of this in the practical first. So first see this practical. Here you can see this practical is about the mouse over and mouse out on the heading. So let's see, here you can see I have changed the color to green. Whatever the color you want, you can do it. By default the color is black, but whenever you are hovering the mouse it will yellow, and whenever you are leaving the mouse it will be green. So let's see the output of this first. So let's see over here. See here, first it is black, now it is yellow, and then it is green. So let's see, refreshing it. See here. Okay, so here I am refreshing it, it is black, then I am hovering the mouse, it is yellow, and I am leaving the mouse, it is green. So like this way you can handle the mouse out and mouse over event. Now let's see the next practical, that is about the get day. So today is which day, that is displayed by using the get day, but it will return the number. We have to convert this number into the name. So let's see the output of this. So you can see here today is Saturday. So like this way you can display the practical, you can do the practical in the JavaScript. So in this video we have learned about the different practicals in the JavaScript. Okay. Thank you for watching. Remaining interesting practical related to JavaScript topic we will see in the next lecture. Thank you for watching. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.